And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Oregon's offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now, and the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. He's looking deep here. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaking free at midfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And the Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Alabama. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in to keep him.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. And now they'll run it on the draw. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a man down the middle. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Jaguars will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt heads out of bounds. They will spot this about the 35. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass, finds the tight end. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Handoff here from the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Receiver in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Jaguars hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And the back now goes in motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
And the returner heads out of bounds. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The completion makes it second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
With the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Tackle made after the completion. The game makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Jaguars looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And the Jaguars looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Catch made over the middle. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Good job here by this defense of keeping him out of the end zone. Now we got a big decision here for this offense. Fourth and goal. First half of a big playoff game. You're down. Do you cut into the lead and put 3 on the board? Or do you get aggressive this close and go for the touchdown?
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Turn starts inside the 15. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. A second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Complete with a running back, but can he get there? The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Ncaa sets up a second down and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They score with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's caught across the middle. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to win.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive line.
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. The Jaguars will line up to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's going to take off here. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Ball handed off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Hold it. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stopped short with the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, South Alabama. Will take the lead in the second half. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. Press coverage now from these DBs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Jaguars begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Bringing pressure. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, Kirk, South Alabama has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Jaguars. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. They'll run it here. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in a hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. He gets the foot down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Have been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Airing this one out toward the sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
First and goal, most likely 4-down territory to claim the lead. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here's the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. He'll hand it off. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now 4th down. And the Jaguars will look to convert here on 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the offense just takes a knee. Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Oregon's offense making their way on the field to open this game. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line, start a fresh set of downs. Heading left after the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's caught on the crossing pattern. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. 7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it and now face a third down. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Quick completion to the tight end. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So South Alabama's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Jaguars looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets into space at the 50. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And he's tackled after the catch. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Ball handed to the running back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain.
And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Jaguars offense back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. A good call on the screen play.
And that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And the Jaguars looking to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, South Alabama. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments? Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Throwing for his running back. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's moving out of the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
And there's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Second down now after the sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offense. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even wreck.
Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks and the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the AAC, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Rice's offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These 2 teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Owls. Strong game by this quarterback. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board.